Hello, I'm Jeff Bettger with Remax Clarity. In this video, I want to share with you 5 of the best tips I've learned over 20 years in real estate. Tip number 1, find a great agent and listen to their advice. This is so important. I made a separate video just on this topic. In one example, I had some clients who were looking at homes. We found 2. One that was perfect for their family, the size of their family, and one that was, I felt, too small. But they were thinking of making an offer on it because they liked the color of the paint inside. So I called a painter, got an estimate of how much it would cost to paint the other home inside with the color they liked. When they realized it wasn't that much more, of course they made the offer on the bigger home. Another funny example was that I had a client who found a house that was a great value and matched what they needed exactly right. We got a counter offer, and they were almost going to walk away because of $500. When I told them, look, this home is going to appreciate tens of hundreds of thousands of dollars. Don't let this go away because it's a seller's market. You may lose it. Someone else may come grab it. Don't lose it over $500. And it was true. In the 10 years since they purchased that home, it has gone up $100,000. So it would have been a shame had they lost it for $500. Tip number 2, find a great lender. In California, everything is negotiated up front. So you need to find a lender who's going to take the time to sit down with you, look at your whole financial situation, and make sure you're qualified for a loan program they have in mind. The worst thing that can happen is the lender says, sure, you're qualified. You go out with your agent, you find a house, you make an offer, and then at the very last minute the lender realizes they had forgotten to ask something of you or realized you had just changed your job and you no longer qualify for that loan. You can lose your security deposit. Lots of bad things can happen. So again, we don't want any surprises at the end of the escrow. So having a lender who does a great job up front is very important. We don't want any financial surprises either. We want to be clear what your monthly payment will be. Tip number 3, buy the best quality home you can. Statistics say that it's not likely you will stay in this home for the next 30 years. So you're going to sell it at some point. You're going to want it to go up in value as much as possible. A good agent who knows very well the area you're looking in can give you some good tips about which homes are most likely to appreciate the most in the future. For example, which homes are in areas with the best schools? Are there projects in the future as far as new highways coming up or new shopping centers? Which builders have used the best quality materials when the home was built? I've noticed from my property management experience, there are certain builders who we go back and had more repairs to do in their homes than others. So it just happens. Also, the features in the home are important. So for example, if you can find a home that has a bedroom and bath downstairs, typically that's more desirable to a wider range of buyers. If you can get a 2-car garage over a 1-car garage, that's also important. Tip number 4, if you're a buyer, hire a great home inspector and make sure you go to the home inspection. After you make an offer, typically you have 17 days to do your inspections. So part of that would be the appraisal, the other part would be the home inspection. So you'll hire a professional home inspector who will go throughout the home, check the heater, the plumbing, the electricity, the water heater, all of these components of a home. It's very nice for you to be there so they can point out to you exactly what's good about the house, what might need repairs in the future, and what needs repairs immediately. Also, what's nice is if you're there, they can point out just features of the home, such as where are the filters for the air conditioning unit, where is the gas shut off, where is the water shut off, these type of issues that are very handy and important for safety, if nothing else. Tip number 5. This tip is for sellers. If you're selling your home, you need to clean it and do all of the repairs you can reasonably do before it goes on the market. There is nothing that turns off a buyer more than walking into a home that's dirty or obviously has a faucet dripping or the door doesn't close properly, etc. You would be surprised The cost of repairs on simple items like this are usually not very much. You can get a plumber or a handyman to come in a couple hours, usually take care of all these. Also, you have to remember, a buyer has probably looked at many houses, not just yours. So they are going to be comparing your home to all the other ones they've seen. So if yours is dirty or just has lots of little repairs to do, it almost certainly would go on the bottom of their list. I hope these tips are helpful. If you're interested in buying, selling, or investing in residential real estate, please give me a call. I'll be very happy to help you. Thank you.